Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to go over the directions for the final essay. Alright, so first of all, just some formatting areas to go through. So your paper is going to be at least 5 pages long. Of course, if it goes over into 6, that's fine too. It should also include a reference page, a title page, follow the basic APA format, and you're going to want to include at least 4 academic slash peer-reviewed sources. Remember, those are going to be peer-reviewed sources. We're looking at journals and books and things written by scholars, right, that have been peer-reviewed, so they've been looked over by at least usually more than 2 people, more than 2 scholars. And they're going to have lots of references, and you're going to want to carefully incorporate the the quotes, or you're going to paraphrase, right, the information that you're getting from those sources into your paper. So just like with the other assignments that you've been doing, the discussion board posts and your other papers, you're going to bold your thesis and main point preview at the end of your introduction paragraph. And again, you're going to use 4 academic sources. Of course, you can be writing in first person. We do this a lot in art education, so that is fine. If you're not used to that and you don't want to do that, that's also okay too. But definitely make sure that you are maintaining a professional academic tone. So let's not use the words like or weird. Definitely make sure you're being clear in your writing. All right, so this slide is looking at content. So for this final paper, very similar to your midterm, but you're going to provide a critical analysis of a specific topic, genre, theme, or issue present on television. Your critical analysis will speak to social and or cultural diversity in the United States. So again, very similar to your midterm, this might include issues related but not limited to topics of race, ethnicity, gender, socioeconomic diversity, and others that you can think of. The shows that you're going to pick is going to be a maximum of 2. Some of you in your proposals want to do more, so just make sure that you're focusing on 2. The reason for doing this is because it is a very short paper, and I want you to be able to explain the content of the paper and really think about how it relates to your argument, but also remember that as your reader, of course, I'm probably not going to be familiar. I'm not familiar with some of the shows you're all watching right now, but I don't watch that much TV, so be sure that you are explaining yourself very carefully. And then, of course, if you pick a foreign TV show, that's fine. You're just going to want to explain how and why the foreign show or shows have been embedded within American culture. Okay, so of course you should not be writing about How I Met Your Mother, a reality TV show, or any other TV show or topic we've already examined, right? We're looking for new content, looking for you to think about something that we really haven't explored. So for example, here it says, if you want to write about Master of None in your final essay, we'll have to focus on a topic different from the one that we've covered during the Ethnicity and Immigration Week discussion. I think you're all fine with this. It appears that, from what I can remember, again, in your proposals, I would have noted it otherwise, but it appears that you're all looking at different types of content. So a successful paper is going to look like this. You're going to, of course, have your chosen TV content, your chosen episodes, right? Narrow those down. I know a lot of you were kind of broad in the proposal, and that's fine, but make sure you're working to narrow those down to find the best content that will support your argument. You're going to look at concepts found in class readings, so definitely look back to those articles that we've already looked at, some of the readings, and think about how you can bring those in to your paper. And you're also going to look at academic resources / scholarly and peer-reviewed sources. And then you can include, if you wish, your personal reflections, things that you might have felt, or things that you noticed maybe initially when you first watched the TV show that you're looking at. This paper should be a critical inquiry with an informed point of view about TV and American culture. So, right, again, it's not just a descriptive paper. And a lot of you are doing very well at this. I'm not seeing like a ton of description, but we do want a little bit, of course, so that I understand what it is that you're getting at. So for your introduction, you're going to explain the basic historical and cultural context for the TV show you're analyzing. This means you're going to want to tell me, your reader, when and where did the show air, how popular was it, with whom was it popular, or we could also say who is the audience, how and why it is culturally significant. so both when it aired and also perhaps if it's aged. And then relevancy, so what has happened to it during the streaming era? So has it become a hit among a new audience or become newly criticized? And then I'll just go over these examples. I know you've all submitted your proposals, but it's just worth going over these examples in case you decide to change your mind. Remember to pick something that's relevant to you, something you're comfortable with, and also an issue that you really want to explore and that you're interested in. This will, of course, make your paper and drafting and searching for articles much more interesting and personal to you. So yeah, these are a little bit of old examples, but we've got like The Office here, Will and Grace to Glee to Pose. We'll be looking at Pose this week. And then sports commentary. Some of you have chosen to focus on sports-related TV content. We can look at daytime television shows, which I don't think many people have done. We can look at, let's see, this one is Gilmore Girls, and then the last one is Never Have I Ever. Okay, so this last slide is just about these other topics or issues to consider for the final paper. Again, if you're thinking about changing up something, just let me know. But this was just a list here I've used in a previous class on contemporary art and visual culture that explored a variety of social injustice issues. I just wanted to bring them to your attention because, of course, we can't explore everything, and there might be something in this list or something else that you've thought of that you're interested in, and yeah, this is just to help you out. One more point, these are just reminders in terms of creating your paper. I did share, I think it was last week, like an outline of how to structure your paper. Some of you are having issues with structuring. For the most part, many of you are not. And then another thing that I'm noticing is that make sure that you are carefully citing, providing APA in-text citations. So you're going to want the author, the year, and the page number if it's an article or if it's from a book or uh, some kind of, just written piece. You're going to want the page number. Of course, if it's online or a website or in film, you don't need the page number and you don't need the timestamps. That's a lot of work. I appreciate those of you that put it in, but you do not need those. And then reference pages also are going to be APA formatting. Make sure, again, many of you are doing this already, just a reminder for some, make sure you're including the article, links to articles so that I can look them up. Make sure you're also providing the appropriate amount of articles that you're hitting that minimum amount. Other than that, if you have questions or if you need help with the final paper or drafting or outlining or structuring, or you just want to run an idea by me or clarify something, definitely let me know. Send me an email. In these next 2 weeks, I'm really trying to get back to you all as quickly as I can so that you don't feel like, we're wasting any time and that you can get going with your work.